Hey there guys, how's it going? So recently I've seen a lot of people talk about taking risks when it comes to buying Pokemon cards. And the only risk I've ever taken is to say, no, that's fine, I'll get it later, I don't think the price is going to go up too much. And that risk never works out. So today I'm going to talk about some of the worst decisions I ever made in Pokemon. Deals where I should have just said, yeah, I'm buying that right now. Now obviously I'm not going to say, oh, before the recent price hike I should have bought a full PSA 10 base set first edition. I'm going to talk about stuff that I actually could have afforded at the time, I just made the stupid decision to not buy it or to go for something else. First, let's talk about PAL City cards. This is a set of cards that was released around Japan in 2007 at some tournaments. There were 7 different cards, 7 different locations. So back when I was trying to put together a set of these, I got a couple, and then I went to a World Championships, and I saw some people there who had some of these cards for sale. I actually picked up, I believe, 4 different ones for $10 each, and it left me needing one for my set. And then I bumped into some other people who had full sets, and I tried to buy the one I needed, but they only wanted to sell the sets complete. And they wanted $50 for the set, and of course I thought, why would I buy another full set? I already have 6 out of the 7. I can probably get the other one for about $10 as well. Why would I spend a full $50 on another full set? Yeah, it's about a $700 set now. And of course, this wasn't just I could spend $50 on one set, I could have spent $100 on 2 sets, I could have spent $150 on 3 sets. I think if I'd spoken to enough people, I could have spent $700 on 14 sets and got 14 sets for what one would have cost. Obviously, this is lower down on the regrets list because I did manage to get the last one and I do actually have a full complete PAL City set. So this one isn't a super regret like we're going to talk about soon. Now let's move on to Trainer Deck B. For people who don't know, Trainer Decks A and B were decks made to send out to early leagues so that league leaders could show people how to play. Now most of the Deck A's did actually make it to League, but the rumour was that not all of the Trainer Deck B's were actually sent out. The rumour was that most places didn't actually get them. And that rumour was proven somewhat when, just a couple of years when I was collecting, so this would have been around, 2009, 2010, someone found basically a shipping crate or a huge storage facility of these Trainer Deck B's. And they kind of all hit the market at once. For $200 each is what they were selling at. Now you hear that story, and obviously I thought, well, there's any amount of them. They're not going to dry up soon. I can spend $200 now, or I can get something else. I can spend $200 in 6 months. Obviously that supply dried up quicker than anticipated. I still don't own a Trainer Deck B, or an A for that matter, but I believe the last one was well over 10 times what I could have bought one for. And again, this was another one where, yeah, I could have just bought 10 of them for the price of one. Although, to be fair, on this one, anyone who was collecting at that time could have done that. This wasn't a deal that someone approached me with, these were just on eBay. But hey, I still regret it. So now let's go to one that wasn't, a public eBay sale or anything. Let's talk about Miracle Diamond. Miracle Diamond is a Japanese trophy card complemented by Mysterious Pearl and Wonder Platinum. And at Worlds 2011, I spoke to someone who had one just in their trade binder, one of the Japanese players, and I had the opportunity to buy one for $600. But hey, that would have been most of my spending money for that week. I wanted to save my money in case anything came along later in the week. Didn't want to be spending all of my money really early. Someone else did though. They, I think, actually partially traded for it, if I remember right. They got a Miracle Diamond for, what was it, I think $500 and some Yanmega Primes. Card is high 4 figures right now. It's a big regret, that one. So before we move on to what would be my biggest regret and the deal I wish I had taken more than anything, let's do a quick shout out to these guys. So I've talked about these a lot in videos before. These are my English Pikachu trophies. Now, people will know I spent around $12,000 for the full set of these, and obviously I got a great deal on those. The slight tinge of regret comes in where, right after I finished paying for the number 4, an Illustrator sold for $10,000. Now, this isn't a deal where I passed the Illustrator up when I could have paid the $10,000. Obviously, I didn't have $10,000 because I'd been spending it on the Pikachus over the course of a year or two. It just stings a little just a little bit. Because I'm not saying these Pikachus haven't gone up in value. They definitely have. I mean, this one alone is definitely way above 12,000. This one might even be double that. But they aren't the $250,000 that a Pikachu illustrator is, so a little regret there. But, you know, I do still have the Pikachu trophies, which I do love. Very incredible set. So let's move on to the stupidest mistake I made. The deal I should have taken. The deal I should have just dipped in, just gone slightly over budget for, just to buy. Because this is a deal I am going to regret for the rest of my life. It's another deal that came up at Worlds. This was Worlds 2010, it was the first Worlds I went to. While there, I was speaking to some other collectors, someone I knew. And he offered me 2 cards. Showed me these cards and said, Dan, these cards are completely mint. They were almost certainly PSA 10 quality, if not very strong 9s. He said, Dan, they're gem mint, they're everything. They're $800, do you want them? Now obviously, because this is the video of regret, I said no. It was another Worlds thing. I don't want to spend all of my money right at the start of Worlds week. So what 2 cards did I turn down for $800 total? Play promo Espeon and Umbreon Gold Star. 2 cards which are well into the 5 figures each. Especially if they got the PSA 10s, which I'm sure they would have done. I saw those cards. They were completely mint. And the regret on this doesn't just come from the fact that, hey, I could have spent $800 and had $20,000, $30,000 of cards right now. Because there are a lot of different ways to do that. The Espeon and Umbreon Gold Star in particular, those play promos, are absolutely gorgeous cards. They are incredible looking cards. And they are Grail level for a lot of people. They are cards that I would love to have in my collection, but almost certainly never will. And I could have had them for $800 if I hadn't been really dumb about it. So there you have it, some of the stupidest mistakes I've made in collecting deals I should have taken. As I say, the biggest risk you can ever take in collecting is to simply say, no, I won't buy that now, I'm sure I'll be able to buy it later. Because a lot of the times, you might not be able to. But hey, thanks for watching, hopefully you guys enjoyed, hopefully you've been able to have a little bit of a laugh at me for some of the dumb things I did. Let me know in the comments, was there a deal you ever passed up which you really, really regret? And as always, I will see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome Pokemon content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!